Cooper Flagg had a rough summer league debut against the Lakers, going 5 of 21 from the field and struggling against the ball pressure. But just one day later, Flagg played in a showdown against the number 2 overall pick, Dylan Harper, and reminded us why he's an obvious superstar. Everything Flagg does feels inevitable. His level of movement, size, and athleticism feels like such a big outlier for someone 6'10". Take this play for example. Flagg is on the wing, given a chance to attack a short closeout against a smaller defender. Now what usually happens in these type of situations is that the smaller player, who can get lower to the ground, can cut off these wings and bigger players because these wings can't get low enough and are not athletic enough to beat them to the spot or angle. It's extremely rare to beat these smaller guys off the closeout in these type of situations. For example, former top 3 pick Jabari Smith often struggles in these situations and looks stiff, which is why he's forced into taking a lot of fadeaway mid-range shots or put his back to the basket and try to use his size. But for Cooper Flagg, he's able to get extremely low to the ground and beat his defender to the spot, look at the bend and curve to his drive to take him all the way to the rim. Being able to find ways to get in front of a smaller defender like this on that type of play is what makes Flagg so different from these other bigger wing prospects. His first step is legitimately good, and he doesn't have to rely on just being big. This time the defender tries to press up on Flagg and try to be physical with him. And you can see all the space in front of Flagg and you can see him turn the corner. Again, look at despite Flagg being much bigger than his defender, he's lower to the ground and he's getting that head start. And yeah, when Cooper Flagg gets a lot of space, he's just gonna eat it up and do something like this.
Flagg punching it home.
Remind yourself that Cooper Flagg is supposed to be a part of the 2026 draft class, not 2025. He's only 18 years old. Here he's matched up against Carter Bryant, the best perimeter defender in this draft, on the perimeter. Cooper pump fakes and plants his feet and gets a pretty good angle to drive left on Carter Bryant and have him riding his hip. Pay attention to how physical Cooper Flagg is on this play and ensures that Carter Bryant doesn't get in front of him. He shields him off the entire time until the final moment where he jumps off one foot for this beautiful left-hand finish. When I watched the game back, this was definitely the most impressive part, his ability to look advanced as a driver and add multiple layers. The Bucks absolutely love to run high screens and early offense for Giannis so he can play downhill. When you set a screen so high, it makes the big come out further and gives you a chance to beat them one-on-one. The Mavericks did this in the third quarter to get Carter Bryant off of Cooper Flagg in early offense, and look what happens. Since most bigs aren't agile enough, they can't turn their hips in time, and Cooper Flagg just absolutely turns the angle and beats him to the rim. But again, I don't want you to overlook the fact that Cooper Flagg at 6'10" is comfortable with the ball in his hands moving that fast. Think to yourself how many players in the league can move that fast at 6'10". Jason Tatum, Giannis, maybe a peak Kevin Durant. And what makes me really excited about Cooper Flagg this game is how aggressive he was, which also helped him get to the free throw line a lot. He got to the line multiple times by just being physical and early offense and getting into someone's body. He's extremely willing to take contact at this age. He's always going through someone's body. He's always going through packed paints. He's always willing to sacrifice his body. But I do think he needs to improve his ability to finish through contact. Right now he's very willing to do it, but he has a lack of strength, a lack of balance mid-air that really hurts him. I think Flagg has a chance to be one of the most imposing and dominant interior scorers in the league, so this will be really important for him to fully maximize his potential, but again, he's so young, and usually this is a skill that develops over time and age. Cooper gave us a lot of off-the-dribble shooting flashes in this game too, and this one was definitely my favorite. After the inbound, Cooper waits for the screen so Carter Bryant can lag and be behind this play. Now the big comes up and now it's Flagg versus him basically in space. Now what I see here is very good pacing by Flagg. Look how he waits and slows himself down as he sees the space in front of him. Him slowing down makes sure that the roller has a chance and that the drop big has to account for him. Now this has a big in drop coverage backpedaling and you can see Cooper Flagg speed his way up to his short mid-range shot with great elevation. Again, those are the type of plays I really look for in Summer League. Plays where you see good pacing or you see athleticism pop off the floor, and Cooper Flagg showed us a lot of both. Now this play was a miss, end of shot clock, but I like the process here and his ability to get the shot off. I talked a lot about how flexible Cooper Flagg is and how well he's able to get low to the ground earlier. And these same traits also pop out in the mid-range. Think about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who can always curve on his drives to get a slight advantage. But those same traits, his flexibility, his ability to stop on a dime, his ability to play through contact, also show up in the mid-range. This time, Carter Bryant is trying to prevent the Cooper Flagg drive, so he overplays it a bit to his side. So in return, Cooper decides to use his momentum against them. A little light push off, then he slows down, puts the brakes on, and look how much separation he creates end of shot clock. Now one thing Flagg will need to improve on is his ability to finish these type of plays and finish these step back jumpers, these jumpers where he stops on a dime. These type of shots require a lot of lower body strength and he clearly doesn't have that. Almost all of these type of shots are short by a mile. But again, the most impressive part is the ability to get these type of shots off at this age already. His pull-up free is definitely going to be one of his swing skills. I really like his mechanics there. I really like the elevation. We have seen certain prospects who have really good elevation and really good mechanics transfer to a lot of pull-up threes long term, someone like Jason Tatum. But I think the pull-up three is mainly going to be a setup for his drives. It's not really going to be a go-to shot for him. So the fact that Cooper Flagg has shown that he's comfortable shooting a lot of pull-up threes alone in Summer League is a really important thing to see. Cooper will have a lot of fun moments every single game too. This is when he completely loses Carter Bryant in semi-transition, trying to get this pull-up three off, but again it's short because he can't generate enough power. And I don't know if I already told you, but Cooper Flagg has an insane catch radius, and he's probably going to be the best transition player in the NBA because he can do it on the ball, on grab and goes, but he can also do it off the ball as a vertical threat. I already spoke about my confidence in Cooper Flagg as a pull-up shooter, but I think him being a good catch and shoot player is pretty obvious. His elevation is outstanding, he gets a nice little dip on the shot. He has a very consistent and clean shot, I really don't see any problems in it off the catch. Beyond just being a capable shooter, I think Flagg can be able to shoot over closeouts as time goes. Having very good elevation at a good height is very rare. Usually these taller guys like Jabari Smith or Chet Holmgren don't get much elevation and their shots can get blocked a lot. And if you weren't already sold on how fun Cooper Flagg will be, just watch this play.
There's Nembhard. Drops it off for Flagg. Drives it in. Man, just missed it, but got the foul. Cooper Flagg.
Now, I mainly focus on Cooper Flagg as a scorer, but his playmaking is really advanced for his age too. He obviously has a lot of gravity and he's going to rotate the defense a lot and put a lot of pressure because he's such a good driver. So after initially forcing the defense in rotation, he does a really good job at kickouts, skip passes, just creating a lot of wide open threes for his team. We saw a bit of his playmaking flashes in Summer League, but mainly at Duke, that's where it really popped off the screen. He's really good at getting bigs involved. We saw it with Malawatch at Duke, so I'm really excited to see how he involves Daniel Gafford, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, and everyone in Dallas. But after his scoring, the number one skill for Cooper Flagg has to be his shot blocking and defense. It's incredible. All the movement, all the athleticism that I talked about on offense all pops up on defense. And personally, for me, I'm extremely high on Cooper Flagg and the Dallas Mavericks next season for this exact reason. Between Gafford, Lively, Davis, and Flagg, they might have some of the most insane front court defense we've seen. All of these players can move really well for the size, and all these players have really good instincts as a shot blocker. If we're talking about best rim protecting groups ever, I think Dallas might have a case for number one, and I'm not exaggerating. I think Flagg can even potentially play small ball 5 at times with how good of a rim protector he is, but he's definitely not going to do that at Dallas. But as a rim protecting help side 4, he's going to be absolutely insane next to one of their bigs. And I think next to OG Anunoby and Jason Tatum, Cooper Flagg could be one of the most versatile wing defenders in the league. He's comfortable pressuring the ball, he's comfortable going through screens, he's comfortable as a rim protector, he's comfortable as a help side rim protector, he can basically do it all. And everything I said is why I'm so confident in Cooper Flagg being a superstar and why I think it's pretty obvious. This level of size, movement, athleticism, skill is so rare for someone at this age. Even someone like Wembanyama, I think it was a pretty obvious star, but he didn't have this level of feel and IQ at a young age. Flagg does. Then you have someone like Luka, who was obviously an insanely skilled and high field player, but he didn't really have that same athleticism and movement that Flagg does. He really is in the LeBron mold of prospects, where when you find his weaknesses, you're just nitpicking. Almost everything he does at a high level. And if you aren't convinced now, you'll be convinced sooner than later. 99% of you guys watching are not subscribed. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like. If you guys have any comments or video suggestions, leave them down below. Appreciate anyone listening. Thank you.